And welcome back to the Market Wolf, where I give you the best bear case, the best bull case, and I give you my opinion. We're going to start out with Bitcoin today. We're also going to cover Quant, we're going to cover Ethereum, and I will get into WTI crude and the S&P 500, and also the dollar in a separate video. So right now, I just want to show you that giving the best bear case, the best bull case for Bitcoin. The best bull case, we'll start out with that, will be that, we've had a simple back test here, and now we're going to test the top side of this ascending channel once again. Perhaps, try and double tap and retest that $48,282.58 level, or at least get up there to the $46,373.20 level. We are currently sitting at $42,775.94, sometimes 16, and yeah, so we had a nice drop down, and just as I predicted last week, I told you spot on exactly what was going to happen, and you can see that here on our measured move that we made on this green dotted line, that we essentially hit our measured move, which brought us to the top of the channel. And then I told you we were going to have a blow off top more than likely, and that's exactly what we've seen. So we first hit that 48,000 range as I predicted, and remember the high side of the estimate was 50,000, and I nailed that as well. And I told you that we could expect a blow off top and likely downside to the $40,000 level. And although we didn't get all the way down to $40,000, we did get down to roughly about $41,000 and some change. But I suspect we still need to break lower into this region. So I'm going to give you my opinion right now. You've heard the best bull case. My opinion is essentially that the bear case will play out, and this is going to seem like a lengthy prediction. I suspect it's going to be on the short side though. So I would say within the next week to 2 weeks, I think we're going to see a continued correction down about 17%. I think we're going to come back down in this range here. And if we break 40,000, then we'll test the bottom of this channel. Maybe roughly, I think it would just be maybe at about the $39,000 level. You might have a quick wick down. Now, if you do break the channel, and this could take a little longer, but if you did break the channel, then you could be taking a ride all the way down to at least the 20-day on the weekly, and so that would put us somewhere around $36,000, $856.73, or possibly further down to the top of that old ascending channel to test that at $35,000, $466.94. I would expect a potential quick ride down if you break the $40,000 level. This chop up higher could take longer. The longest period of time it could possibly take this bear case to play out that I'm predicting to go back down to this $40,000 level. We might end up breaking up and following this fib line and then coming down. It could take up to 8 weeks. So that's something to pay attention to and keep an eye on. However, I do think it's going to play out in a short amount of time. I'm thinking 1 to 2 weeks. I'm leaning more towards 1 week in order to complete this move to the downside in the short term. So that's what I'm thinking on Bitcoin. That's what I'm feeling. Let's take a look at Ethereum and Quant. All right, the best bear case and the best bull case for Ethereum, and then I'll give you my opinion. The best bull case on Ethereum, I believe, is that we are going to possibly test 30,000. The best bull case on Ethereum is that we're going to test $3,046.96 this week. And I think your best bear case for Ethereum really is just a simple back test of the 2,436.95 level. And from there, in my opinion on this, is essentially both with Ethereum. I believe what we're going to see play out this week is a back test to that $2,436.95 level, but ultimately I'm bullish. I think that's just going to be a simple back test this week, and likely we'll see a little U cut in there, and then we'll continue up in a bullish pattern. At least that's what I'm seeing in the short term. In the very long term, a measured move from this previous breakout that we've been on would take us up to essentially test at the height of the measured move, and I think this is very, very liberal, is $4,230.59. I think it's more reasonable on a stronger breakout and move to the upside that we might see $3,589.54. So as far as what I expect for the following week, again, I see a breakdown and then I see a break up potentially to around that $3,000 level, although there might be some heavy resistance at 3,000. We may not get exactly to $3,046.96, but that is a targeted move. There might be a lot of psychological resistance at the $3,000 level, so that's something to pay attention to. Let's take a look at everybody's favorite and my favorite and your favorite, Quant. On Quant, your best bull case is that Quant can manage to cool down perhaps to about $114.34, perhaps break down even lower, roughly at about, let's call it about $110.48, and then gets bullish, or gets bullish from the point that it's at right now. If we get enough incoming volume, Quant is currently sitting at $119.75. Then we could see levels tested roughly where we did before, although I don't think we're going to get nearly the same highs. I think the most we could potentially get is about $141.47 on a retest of that area we just left, breaking off of some of those highs at roughly about $153. So that's what we're going to be looking for on Quant as far as the best bull case. I think your best bear case on Quant is that you continue to break down and you actually break through some key support levels, and you could break down all the way to possibly past 107, all the way down to test about $95.75. I think that's your best bear case overall. My opinion leans towards the bear case and consolidation. I'm not 100% on Quant right now. We seem to be in a phase, I believe, where we're going to be consolidating roughly between about $106 and probably about, maybe around 133, possibly, 136 to 137 or so at the highest. I expect to see chop there for this coming week, and I'm leaning towards chop and a potential breakdown. So chop and a potential bear case where we break down through this symmetrical triangle and actually fail it. So we've got to keep a close eye on Quant, because I think if we break some of these key levels, we're going to be eventually revisiting roughly the $95 level, possibly all the way down to about $84.85 again, but that would be in the extreme long term if we do see a very bearish case play out on Quant. I'm not completely convinced that's going to happen yet. We have had a lot of exiting volume on the daily time frame, although I do believe that as we chop sideways and consolidate, it is possible we get a lot more incoming volume. We're just gonna have to wait and see. That's your best bear case, that's your best bull case. That's my opinion. Follow me on Twitter. Let me know what coin you want me to do technical analysis on. Leave a comment in the comments section and ask me down there. I'm happy to help with whatever I can. Remember, follow me on Twitter. I keep you updated there throughout the week. We will see you next time on The Market Wolf.